Alright, this is number 15 on page 331, and I'm supposed to graph these three quadratic functions, so these three parabolas, on the same set of axes. And what you notice is these all are negative x squared here. And then I'm shifting this one, once I've got this in this vertex form, I'm shifting this one down 3 from the first one. And then if I go back to the first one, I'm going to shift this one will go up 4 from the first one. So in looking at these, let's start with that first one, y equals negative x squared. If I write that in the expanded form, a is negative 1. This is x minus 0 squared plus 0. So the vertex is at 0, 0. So vertex at 0, 0. And I can see that a is negative 1, so this opens down. And it's a 1 or a negative 1, it is the shape of the parent function. So I know ahead of time this is going to be my cookie cutter vanilla parabola that opens down from this vertex. So I already know that, well, let's just do a couple x, y. You get real used to the shapes, and so you know how to map them out from here. But if I just put x as 1, then y is the opposite of 1 squared, so it's negative 1. So 1, negative 1 is on the graph, and negative 1, negative 1 is on the graph. And let's go with x is 2, negative 2 squared, so this is at negative 4. So when x is 2, y 1, 2, 3, 4 is negative 4. And symmetrical to that will be over here. So those are my guide points, and I'm going to try and sketch a smooth curve from there. Okay, now, because the second one is, if I expand the second one, y equals negative x squared minus 3, I can see that when I expand that out in vertex form, a is still negative 1. This is x minus 0 squared minus 3. So my vertex is at 0, negative 3, meaning it's just downward, shifted down by 3. So I'm going to take every point, my vertex and all my guide points, and shift them down by 3. So this one, the vertex is now here on this one at 0, negative 3. And this guide point goes down by 1, 2, 3, and this one by 1, 2, 3. And this guide point goes down by 1, 2, 3, and this one by 1, 2, 3. So I've got the same graph as the original, just shifted down by 3. Now, on this last one, this goes up by 4. So if I go back and I look at that, which you'll get used to, y equals negative x squared plus 4, and I expand that out into vertex form, a is negative 1, this is x minus 0 squared plus 4. So you can see that the vertex is at 0, 4. So I'll do that one in red also, I guess. So this one goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4. It has a vertex at 0, 4. And so I'm going to take every point on my original function, my original y equals negative x squared, and just shift it up by 4, because the vertex moved up by 4 and the entire parabola does. So if I move this guide point up by 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one by 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guide point up by 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one by 1, 2, 3, 4, then I can connect for that one. So there they are. This is the first one, the second one, and the third one in that little set. And that is that.